Budget planning with project management information systems. Hi, I'm Bill Carmody. Let's talk about budget planning with project information systems. The first thing you're going to want to do is outline your project task, milestones, and supplies. What a PMIS does, it helps you organize your thinking and any impact on your budget. You're then estimating your project budget based on the tasks, the milestones, and supplies. So once you've actually outlined all of the tasks, the milestones, and supplies, then you can start to say, what is that costing me? What is the cost that we're associating with all of these elements in the actual project itself? That then helps you get clarity around the people who are participating, the stakeholders, anyone who has a vested interest in the project. You can get your project budget finalized easier because the project management information system allows others to review what you're proposing and identify if there's any issues or things that they see that are left out or maybe are allocated in a way that they weren't expecting. It also helps you create a budget tracker. So a project budget tracker says, okay, here's the whole cost of the project, but here's what the cost of the project is in this phase. That way you can see early on if there's any indication that you're going off budget or it's going to cost too much that you hadn't anticipated, you can figure out how to build in those contingencies. Without a budget tracker, you're not seeing until the very end how the project did. And at that point, it's too late. You want to be seeing in real time what's going on so you can make adjustments along the way. And to that end, you're monitoring your project budget throughout. So essentially, you're starting to see when things are creeping up, when there's a problem, when there's a red flag, and you can get out in front of it. It also helps you create a budget change process. So if something shifts in the actual project, you can go back and ask for more resources or at least acknowledge that based on the changes that have occurred, it's going to impact the original budget because the original budget did not anticipate that particular change. And so that way there's no surprises at the end when it becomes a different budget than what was agreed to because there were additional changes that were incurred during the project itself. And also helps you review and preserve your project budget report. So that way you can say either weekly, monthly, quarterly, whatever the regular cadence is, here's where we are in terms of our budget relative to what was planned versus what is actual. And here's a simple project version of this. You can see based on the individual tasks, you can have the status, the owner, what the priority status level is, the timeline that's anticipated, and then the specific costs. When you can line item each individual cost in your planning and your execution, it allows you to sort of say, here's what we planned on, and here's what it actually ended up costing us. So you can see when you use the right software, it becomes a lot easier to manage the process end to end. While it's not required, project management information systems help you keep the pulse of how the project's going in real time. This is especially true if you have multiple parties working in different facilities in different locations. How do you keep your arms around the whole project? Project management information systems help you understand how the project's going at any given point in time and what corrections you might need to make in order to keep the project on time and within budget.